November 1971. U-Minh Forest, Vietnam. Lieutenant Kit Lavelle fires a pod of Zuni rockets straight into enemy troops and perilously close to the friendlies they are attacking.
As we were orbiting, we got the radio call. He said, "You're released from the target." We took it to mean that we did what we needed to do. Huge sigh of relief.
Lavelle and his team head back to their base, exhausted.
We were drained. We were just so tired.
But the night is only just beginning.
We were about 6 minutes away from being back at the base when we got a call over the radio saying, "Black Ponies, can you come back?" At first we thought, are you asking us to come back after we rearm and refuel? But then we realized by the tone of his voice that no, he meant right now.
A group of North Vietnamese troops has survived Lavelle's strike and is barreling down upon the friendly forces trapped in the base. Lavelle immediately turns his OV-10 around, but makes a horrific discovery.
I realized, well, we didn't have any ammunition.
The Black Ponies must make a difficult decision. Lavelle consults his wingman.
I said, "What do you think?" And Bubba said, "Hey, we got flares." I knew exactly what was going through Bubba's head.
Lavelle and his wingman decide to use their remaining paraflares to trick the enemy into thinking they are a fresh pair of planes.
You know, they have to assume the worst, that we're a different aircraft and we're already armed and ready to do, exactly what the first group of pilots did. Our intention was to totally disorient what was left of the enemy there, to make them think that we could put in a full airstrike.
As they approach the outpost, Lavelle and his wingman precisely mimic their actions from their last airstrike.
So when we came back, we did the initial flying over the outpost like we did the first time. We went and dropped the flares right on top of these guys from a couple different directions until we got them all dropped. And that seemed to do the trick.
Paraflares rain down upon the enemy, tricking them into thinking another airstrike is imminent. The South Vietnamese use the confusion to their advantage, launching a stiff defense against remaining enemy forces.
We orbited high for a couple of minutes, and then we got the word from the senior advisor that you did a good job, Black Ponies. That gave us, kind of the assurances that the bad guys were getting away from there, retreating.
Lavelle and his squadron head for home, having used every last one of their munitions. Back at base, Lavelle learns that every friendly survived the attack.
In the middle of the combat mission, you don't have a chance to think about things, and if you did, you're probably doing something wrong. But on the way back, or once you get on the ground, you think about it, it's a lot different.
For his actions that day, Lavelle receives the Distinguished Flying Cross.
Still have a placard that I have at my office 46 years later, and it says, "When you're out of OV-10s, you're out of close air support."